Shemai! No, you're not seeing things. I haven't shrunk this one in the wash. I'm going to talk about bass ukuleles today. So this is actually an updated version of this video. I first did it when I first started the channel here in Ukulele Wales, but quite a bit has changed over the last few years regarding bass ukuleles. I've certainly got a few more different types to show you as well. So here are some basics about bass ukuleles. You can get electroacoustics, fretted. You can get fretless electroacoustic bass ukuleles, unmarked fingerboard and lined fingerboard. You can get solid body bass ukuleles with metal strings and rubber or polyurethane strings. These two are fretted. You can get fretless solid body bass ukuleles. Some of them are even different shapes. This one has got metal strings and lines down the fingerboard. This one has got rubber strings and a plain fingerboard. And as you saw in the intro, you can get bass ukuleles that are styled like bass guitars. So fundamentally, bass ukuleles are more like bass guitars than ukuleles. They've got the same strings, even the same pitch and octave, okay, very low sounding. You play them like a bass guitar rather than like a ukulele. So you're playing single notes as opposed to chords. And these two are actually U basses. You hear U bass being used an awful lot. Bass ukulele, ukulele bass, U bass. The big difference is U bass is actually a brand name from Kala, okay? A lot of people, myself included, sometimes uses U basses for other makes, but these technically are U basses, whereas all the other makes of instruments are actually bass ukuleles or ukulele basses or even bass ukes. So how do they get an instrument this small to sound so low in pitch? Originally, a lot of it was to do with these strings. Polyurethane, you can see there, they really are quite flexible. And because they're so flexible, they're also a lot thicker in gauge, and that's how they can manage to get such small instruments playing such low pitch. However, over the last few years, quite a few companies are now getting to the point where they're managing to get the scale much, much smaller on the instrument, but using more traditional bass strings, even bass guitar pickups. So I just mentioned scale, okay? That's not size. Size is the overall from one end to another, whereas the scale tends to be from the nut down to the bridge and saddle, okay? I have actually measured a few of my bass ukes just to give you an idea and compared to a full size bass guitar and also a small scale bass guitar. So you can see some of the ranges of different scales there. A normal bass guitar scale is round about the 34 inches. A small scale or short scale bass guitar. See, this is short scale. This is about 30 inches. There's still a massive difference in overall size between this. Now this is a Fana Pee-wee bass. All right, this is one of my longer scale bass ukuleles or mini basses depending, but there isn't actually a proper definition for the scale for a bass uke. As I said, Pee-wee bass made by Fana, short scale or small scale bass guitar, huge difference. Most of my bass ukes come in at round about between 20 inches and 23 inches. Then you're going up to about 30 inches for a small scale and then 34 inches for a normal scale bass guitar. And that is a huge difference. It doesn't sound like a lot, but believe me, when you're playing it, it really is. So I've seen quite a few conversations on the internet regarding what is a bass ukulele. And remember, U basses is a brand name bass ukulele or even mini bass has become what a lot of people are calling them. And I haven't got one here, but there is a new bass uke or mini bass around, the Flight mini bass. I have actually done a review on it because a good friend of mine, Jude, bought one recently. That one is coming in, that's probably slightly longer than this, and that's coming in at a 23-inch scale. So yeah, the strings, rubber versus metal, in this case they're round and nylon, but all of these have got piezo pickups. In other words, there's a pickup underneath the saddles down here, and that is how these are producing sound. So this Fanner is a little bit different, the same as the new Flight mini bass. This has magnetic pickups in it as opposed to the piezo. So this is far more like a bass guitar, not just to play, but also the sound of it. So if I was to play this one, you're not going to hear very much. So with the electroacoustics, you can still hear some sound. Yeah, it's not that loud. You're not going to hear this playing over a load of ukulele players or in a group with other musicians, but this is great for practice if you don't want to just plug it in to an amp. And many of the electroacoustics have built-in tuners on their EQ systems. So just a few basics about the bass ukuleles. They're far more like a bass guitar and double bass to play than a ukulele. You don't tend to play chords on these very much. You tend to play single notes. You need to put these through a bass guitar amp, not a guitar amp and not an electroacoustic or an acoustic guitar amp. All right, these have got much lower frequencies. They will eventually break a normal guitar amp, but they sound so much better through a bass amp as well. And bass amps don't have to be huge. Down here, you can barely see it now, but I've got my big old Warwick 15-inch speaker. This one here, my little barefaced, which is actually a Gensler head going into a barefaced cab, much lighter, much smaller, little bit more expensive, but that setup is way more powerful than my Warwick setup. All right, so technology really has come on leaps and bounds in terms of bass amplification over the last few years, which sort of leads me on to who plays bass ukulele. There seems to be an awful lot of people who are ukulele players who want to play bass ukulele as well, which is awesome. All right, I'll talk about a couple of videos in a few moments. There are a lot of people who are bass players, whether they're bass guitar players or double bass players, swapping over to these as well for lots and lots of reasons. So I am actually a bass player. I started off on double bass, that's what I did my degree in music college. I've also played bass guitar ever since I played double bass as well. But when I first found out about bass ukulele, I really wasn't interested. I just thought, I'm not learning another new instrument after playing ukulele for a year or so. And then I discovered that they are in fact exactly the same. And I think it was about 12 hours before I actually owned one. For me personally, just the fact that they're that much lighter, that much smaller, therefore that much easier to carry around. I'm not getting any younger. The thought of carrying a double bass with an amp around these days terrifies me. Even some of my big old heavy bass guitars, you've got to lug those around. These are so much smaller and so much more convenient. So lots of bass players are playing them, and lots of ukulele players are playing them. I even know quite a few of my bass playing friends, some of whom are professionals playing full time, now use these in certain places. For example, if they're doing shows and they're in a small pit, they'll use a bass ukulele rather than a big bass guitar or double bass. And of course, the rubber strings on these really do make the sound much more like an upright or double bass than any round wound strings do. So if you are a ukulele player thinking about, oh, I fancy having a go over bass uke, I've done a set of lessons specifically aimed at you guys, all right? They follow along with my play along videos on my Ukuleleans channel, but basically learning the names of the notes on your fretboard so you can read ukulele chords. Okay, most people who play bass in a ukulele club or group, you're going to get given the same sheets or chord sheets as the ukulele players. So for you guys, it's really important to know where the names of the notes are on the fingerboard. Lots of bass players learn reading tab, okay, where you've just basically got the strings, which are a set of lines, and the frets, which are a set of numbers. Again, I've done some videos on reading tab as well, all right? Nothing wrong with that, just a slightly different way of learning how to play the bass. And then you can also learn how to read music, and I have I've got a couple left to do, but almost finished doing a huge set of how to read music on your bass ukuleles as well. I don't just do lessons, I try and be as useful as possible and cover lots of information regarding bass ukuleles. I've done comparisons, I've talked about bass amps, I've even done a video featuring my little mini rig, okay? But with the reviews, I try and be as honest as possible. For example, this one I had to wait over 9 months for, so there's a recent review of this bass. So if you're looking to buy a bass ukulele, might be worth watching some of them. I talk about strings. As I said, there are different makes and different types of strings. Some of them are better on some instruments than others, so go and check those out. And I have recently got into vlogging a little bit as well, and I do talk about the bass ukulele and some of those quite a lot. So it's going to be really interesting where the developments go in bass ukuleles. They haven't been around that long, between about 10-15 years, and I've seen, since I've been playing bass ukulele the last 5 years or so, huge developments, not just in who is making them, but how they're being made as well. So I think it is definitely watch this space regarding bass ukuleles. They're definitely fun, they can be cheap, they can be expensive. Price-wise, they range from round about £100, $100 up into the thousands. They're not always as available as I'd like them to be. Sometimes you've got to wait quite a while to get the right bass for you. But I promise you, they really, really are a great little instrument, whether you're a bass player or a uke player. I purposely haven't done much playing in this. I will now treat you though to the full little short video that you saw in the intro earlier, where I play 7 out of my 8 bass ukuleles on my little bass riff. Loads of you ask for the tabs. I'll pop a link in the description below. There is a video where I've written the tabs out for my little bass riff. Yeah, one of my bass ukes was missing. When I went to go and record that, the battery had run out, and this one, so it didn't feature, unfortunately. And I'm going to mention this because this is quite important. If you do have one with a tuner built in, do not leave the tuner switched on when you're not playing it. All right, because that will run the battery down. And also, if you've got to plug it in and it doesn't work, you need to turn the tuner off. And as a general rule, don't leave any instruments, whether they're ukuleles or bass ukuleles, plugged in, because if there is a battery in there, that'll run it down as well. So electroacoustic, solid body, different shapes, different strings, fretted, fretless, loads of different types. Okay, I do hope this has helped. Please though, I've got loads of information about basses and bass ukuleles on Ukulele Wales. Lessons, tutorials, reviews. I talk about strings, I talk about effects pedals, I talk about amps and so on. Please, please, please go and check those out if you want to know more. As always though, if you've got a comment or a question, please feel free leave it below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.